I'm Ben, I'm the creative director at Epiphany VR. My role basically includes having creative oversight over all the projects that we do, and for New Template I also played the character of Template. And yeah, I founded the company a couple of years ago, 2014, and since then we've done quite a few VR productions, and that's kind of what the company's all about. It's combining theatre with virtual reality to make, kind of tell stories in new ways. The process kind of started where I gave my brother, who's the scriptwriter, Michael Carlin, a brief, and it was an Albert Einstein quote that I kind of really liked and I wanted to explore a bit more, which was, "Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one."
So strange. When I close my eyes, I can remember things, but I don't think they are my memories. Have I just been born?
We then worked with Sean Hollands, who is a frantic assembly workshop facilitator. He's an amazing director. He also is working with National Youth Theatre on directing their repertory company. So the way that he kind of directed us was very much in a theatre context as opposed to for film. Once we'd gone through all the scenes and worked with the director, we then used some software that this company over in Belgium had developed called Mimesis Studio, and that was to 3D record us as performers. And we used the Kinect sensor in order to do that. So instead of a film where you would just, obviously it's just a 2D image that you're working with, the Kinect sensor recorded the depth of the actor and then overlaid the kind of video on the top, so you get this 3D model. Then, because we had got the framework in place in Unity, we then just dropped these 3D characters that we had recorded into the games engine, and suddenly, we kind of started to get the shape of the piece together. Then, obviously, I was in conversations with Studio Polpo, who designed this bespoke set for us, this cube. The whole reason behind the cube was to have a safe, intimate environment for the audience member or the user to experience the work in. Because quite often I've been to VR installations and that kind of thing where it's just a headset on a plinth and you don't feel, you feel quite exposed because you've essentially got a blindfold on, and maybe if someone bumps into you, you're really kind of taken out of the experience. Whereas if you can remove those barriers and you can just be just you and the content and there's nothing in the way, then it really increases that sense of immersion and presence in the experience. Also, the important thing for us was aligning the physical and the digital world. So the walls, like if you walked up to one of the physical walls in the space, it married up with the digital one. So you had that tactile response as well. And for us, that was a really important part of the experience. Studio Polpo were great working with them as well. With New Template, we wanted to explore the potential of room scale tracking. So for that, you've got two different types of VR. You've got the kind of mobile experience, which is rotational tracking around a fixed point, and then you've got room scale tracking. And at the moment, the only headsets that can sort of do that are the higher end PC kind of setups, where you've got the HTC Vive, and then you've got the Oculus Rift. Even at the time when we brought this project out, the Oculus, you couldn't do proper room scale tracking, and still you need. So basically the best option for us was to go with the HTC Vive, and what that means is you've got these two base stations that kind of relate to the headset. They're shooting these lasers that kind of interact with the headset, and that gives you complete tracking throughout the space. What we wanted to kind of do with New Template was explore this sort of kind of where immersive theatre, where you as an audience member, you have agency within the experience. You can go around and explore different rooms and that kind of thing. We wanted to give that feel, but kind of obviously with virtual reality, you have the gaming aspect of it, and it's really blurring the lines between immersive performance and gaming. But because also the actors we pre-recorded with the Kinect sensor, it's not got that live element to it, so it's kind of almost got a film kind of quality to it as well, because we sort of it loses that live theatre experience. But because we merged the physical and the digital space, and it was in an installation context, it still has that theatrical kind of roots to it. So it really is a real mishmash of different disciplines. But and the thing is, I think it's important to not think of it as any one of these mediums. Like, okay, that's more of a film piece, or that's more of a. It is what it is, and it's exploring the creative potential of this technology. And we've just approached it from a kind of theatre perspective, because that's my background. I'm a theatre maker by trade, I guess.